Thinking of making a move to the Charlotte area, but you prefer a quieter suburb? Let's dive in to Lincolnton, North Carolina, a suburb around Charlotte about 45 minutes from the city. Hey friends, Noah Jenkins here with Noah Jenkins Group and Keller Williams Realty, and I help real estate buyers and sellers in the Charlotte Metro, North Carolina area by leveraging 21st century skills like marketing, new negotiation skills, and social media marketing to reach thousands and not just a few. Today we are focusing on the 6 things that you should know before moving or thinking about moving to the Lincolnton area. So do not move to Lincolnton until you know these 6 things. So first off, we are talking about the housing market and the types of homes that are available in the Lincolnton area. Lincolnton does have a wide range of homes, depending on the price, the location, the age, the amenities in the area, and so much more. So within Lincolnton, there's really 4 different areas that there is housing that really differs from one another. So first up, we have the downtown area, which is really where you have your historic homes because we are a historic town. So in the downtown area, since it is historic, you have these houses that were built in the 1900s. The downtown area really has blown up over the last few years with shops and restaurants and eateries and breweries and things like that. But the houses have also seen a lot of renovation in terms of the look of the houses inside and out. Next up is West Lincoln. This is going to be on the western side of Lincoln County and the western side of Lincolnton itself. In the West Lincoln area, we're looking at, you're going to have more land. There's going to be more farms up in that area. It's also closer to the Catawba County area, so you're going to be closer to Hickory, Newton, and those areas. As you get more into West Lincoln, into the Vail, the Cat Square area, you're going to be a lot further from downtown, so you may not see some of the amenities like Walmart Plus delivery or DoorDash, or it may take a lot longer than normal. In the West Lincoln area, the prices do range a lot depending on how much land you have, because the more land, the more the house itself is going to be. So next up is the North Lincoln area. The North Lincoln area has a bit more nicer and pricier homes. In the North Lincoln area, there aren't a ton of neighborhoods that have amenities like an HOA and a swimming pool and different amenities that a neighborhood would offer. Next up is outside of the downtown area, you're still in Lincolnton. This is going to be like off of 150, down 27, off of Bethel Church Road, Salem Church Road, things like that. These are neighborhoods that are mainly established neighborhoods. They've been established within over 2 decades ago. So the houses were built there aren't brand new, but they are nice. They're still brick homes. But these neighborhoods typically aren't HOA neighborhoods. So they do have CC&Rs, which are restrictions on the land, but not particularly an HOA that governs, what you can and can't do with your house. So you're not gonna get the pool, the walking trails, and the other things like that. We do have 2 neighborhoods that are gonna be built, D.R. Horton neighborhood and a Century Communities neighborhood, which have these HOA communities that have pools and walking trails and different amenities like that. Both of these neighborhoods are gonna be back to back, and they're gonna be at the intersection of Clark Creek Road and Startown Road. In these 2 neighborhoods, they are gonna have an HOA and amenities, but we really don't know the specifics because D.R. Horton nor Century Communities has released this. Next up, we're talking about the median home price in the United States versus Lincolnton in 2023. So the median home price in the United States in 2023 was $382,600 compared to Lincolnton in 2023. The median home price was $290,482. There really wasn't much a difference between the average home price and the median home price in Lincolnton, but the median home price in the US was the only data that I was able to find. I wasn't able to find the average. Entertainment. So the downtown has a few options for shopping and for nightlife, but not too late. It has a few parks, like you have a dog park and you have the First Federal Park for a splash pad in the summer for kids, but there's really nothing too crazy. If you want to go bowling or go to a skating rink or do any of the things like that, you're going to have to go outside of Lincolnton to go do things like that, which is a good thing in my opinion, because we're not bringing in all that tourist traffic to come to the town, so we really don't see much traffic. perfect. Next up is education. According to niche.com, we have an overall B+ score rating for public schools. To my knowledge, there is one public school option available in the Lincolnton area, but I personally was in the public school system in this area my entire life, and I have tons of friends, obviously, that were, in the school system in this area, and all of us turned out well. So I would say it's probably a little bit more than B+, but that's just my personal opinion. Next up, we're talking about the community. So we're going to be touching on a few different points here. So, the overall feel that you get in Lincolnton, the population, where you're close to, and tons of things like that. So in Lincolnton in 2021, the population was 11,352 people. I couldn't find any data for 2022 or 2023, hence the 2021 data. You do have a small town feel, so you're going to get that southern hospitality that you love and that you come to the area for. We're not too close of a town where you have the toxic and everybody knows everybody's drama, but you do have certain parts in Lincolnton, depending on where you live, that you could have that. I've never personally experienced that, but of course, living in a smaller town, we have a town page where pretty much all the town is on it when there's a bunch of crap talk and things like that on there. I don't ever look at it because I just don't have time for that in my life. This next thing is also in community, talking about where Lincolnton is located. First up, our town motto is near the city, near the mountains, near perfect. So we're obviously near the city, we're near the mountains. You can go there in a day's trip easily, get back home and, spend the night at your house. So the cities that we're close to are Hickory. You can get to Hickory depending on where you are in Lincolnton in 25 to 30 minutes. In Denver, we're close to Denver. You can get there probably in 15 to 20 minutes depending on where you are. Huntersville, you can get there, I would say 30 to 35 minutes. Charlotte, pretty much the same, anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes depending on where you're located. And then Gastonia, you can probably get to there 25 to 30 minutes, kind of like Hickory. So like I said, in the entertainment sector, you're gonna have to go to these cities to get any type of entertainment besides the downtown area. Now, I will say the amount of time that it takes to get there, it does not include traffic because we really don't see traffic in this area. There's several routes that you can get to these areas and your GPS will route you around all the traffic. So if you're coming from New York or California or Florida, we don't see any type of traffic like that. The two mountain cities that we're close to, first up is the Boone and Blow and Rock area. I would say it probably takes around an hour, hour and a half to get there. Boone is beautiful. I personally went to college at Appalachian State and I absolutely love Boone. So if you're wanting a day trip, this is a perfect place. Next up is Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville is relatively close as well. I would say anywhere from 2.5 hours you can be in Asheville, up 40 easily. So according to niche.com, the overall score in Lincolnton is a B-. I don't really know what my opinion is on this. I personally, like I said, I've lived in this area my entire life, minus my college experience, and I personally have no plans to move away. I think it is an absolute perfect place to live. The town motto, near the city, near the mountains, near perfect. You can get anywhere in a day's trip. It really is a perfect place to live. I love where I live, and I want you to love where you live. So last but not least is the cost of living in Lincolnton. Now, we're not looking at the individual steps of the cost of living, like healthcare, groceries, and things like that. There's a totally separate video on that will come out 2 weeks from the date of this video. The overall cost of living in Lincolnton is 99.7, and we're comparing that to the overall 100 of the USA. Comparing Lincolnton to the United States as a whole, we're only 0.3% lower than the rest of the United States, but keep in mind that it's significantly lower than places like Florida, New York, California, those big cities. So if you found this video helpful, you'll love the custom playlist that I have made that has all of my popular videos about moving to the Lincolnton, Denver, North Carolina area, and all of the surrounding towns. Like I said, I love where I live and I want you to love where you live, so I want to give you all the facts, all of the knowledge that you should know about moving to the areas before making that decision. If you're considering a move to Lincolnton or any of the surrounding cities, I would love to talk to you. Shoot me a message or give me a call today to buy or sell strategically and to get a free copy of my book, The Strategic Seller.